What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Summer Career Mode. This is episode number 19, and today we are returning with the final 3 games in the Serie A, where Como go for a historic first ever Serie A title. Yep, all 3 home games against Fiorentina, Sassuolo and Atalanta as we aim to pull off the improbable. Now, right now, we've just come on the back of our win away against Sampdoria. Heading into the game, we're taking on Fiorentina on the Sunday. As you will see, there are 2 games on the Saturday, and that's why I came back slightly early, because Inter, who are going for the title themselves, are away against Juventus and can go top if they win in Turin. So for us, we're hoping Juve can do us a favour. Top 4, I would say, is, I wouldn't say all but confirmed now, but looking incredibly unlikely, 5 points clear of Roma. But the real question is, can we go and win this title as well? It is so congested, it is so tight. It's one of the tightest title races we've seen in a long time, and nope, Inter lost. Inter lost away in Turin, which means that Juve get themselves back in to the top 4 race. Extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. It's amazing to think that with 3 games to go, we could be champions, we could qualify for the Champions League, or we could drop as low as 6th and go into the Europa League. Unbelievable, right? Europa League, Champions League, or Champions. We could still be one of those 3 things. So, heading into the game, the first of the final 3, it is Fiorentina, and we know if we win our remaining 3, there's a strong likelihood we will be champions, though of course it won't be guaranteed. Don't forget, in the Serie A, it goes head-to-head before goal difference. And unfortunately for us, we've got a worse head-to-head record against everyone that's around us right now. So, yep, I think I just made the one change I've been doing quite a lot this season, as you might have seen, is Collar being on the bench and Colombo coming in, with Spinazzola and Colombo being right wing backs as opposed to LMs and RMs as well. I think that's how we tighten up a little bit this season. So yeah, that'll do it as we head into the first of the final 3. It is Fiorentina, the Season 1 champions at home. Come on, Como. Often hear managers talk about it at this stage of the season. It's like we've got 3 cup finals. And in a weird way, I know it's a bit cliche, but it actually does feel like that way, because the table is so tight. Even just a 1 slip-up might be enough for us to end our chance of winning the title as Fiorentina scramble it away. Even in our very first game, we can't afford a slip-up. Hello to Ibrahima. Get on the deck, please, mate. There we go. So we're still tied at 0-0, waiting for that first proper chance here. And oh fuck me, I haven't been able to break down Fiorentina's back line so far. Pace down the flanks, not working. More direct play, not working. And Fiorentina have taken a lead. Rolando Mandragora drills home, bottom corner, and the visitors go in front. Okay, just keep it calm. It's alright, it's okay. Plenty of time to go. I mean, these are 3 tough games, but they are winnable. They're all at home. That's why they should be winnable. But so far, I have not got going. But a gift there as Lorenzo needs a teammate. And oh, just couldn't get the man free in the middle. A gift given, and I kept the receipt. I don't know what that means, but it's the only proper chance I've had here. Only proper chance I've had. Dragovic out wide, Spinazzola growing into the game here. Pafundi's in the middle, but he's far too small to win headers, where Pat can and does win that one, but can't hit the target. Still down by 1, 4 minutes to go before the break. I've just not had an answer to Fiorentina's defence in this game. It's been so strong. And normally the pace down the flanks or the more direct way of playing can suit me. In this game, it's such like just the pace of my players hasn't been there. You know when it feels like players are stuck in the mud? Today's that sort of game. Pafundi. Oh, there's no one on the end of it. Only really the second time I've been in behind, but there's no one been on the end of it. Again. Careful, careful, careful. Sars. There we go. And forward we go. Dragovic. Petrone. Pafundi, Colombo, great first touch. He's been great all season long, and that could, oh no, he's been wide. The one clear-cut chance, and he put it wide. cannot believe that in the first of 3 cup finals we've already bottled one. Feeling like my Dortmund team in my FM save right now. Well, we're still in it, and the most important thing for me is we don't drop out of the top 4. We only need 1 win for that, but that might have ended the title dreams right there. So let's go back to the main menu. And yeah, Roma did indeed hold on with 2-0 win. Interested to see how Cagliari and Milano got on as well. Those would have been late kickoffs there. So Roma are back in the mixer. This is extraordinary. 5 teams separated by 4 points. So Roma back in the mixer, but Milano must have lost. Milano must have lost. Away at Hellas Verona, which means that if we would have won, we would have gone top. Lifeline handed to us by Hellas Verona. Cagliari did win themselves though, so they're now only a point below us. This is crazy tight. 2 games to go, 3 points separate 5. I don't think we can be caught by Juve now. I don't think we can be caught because surely in the final 2 fixtures, yeah, Juventus have got Cagliari, so no matter what, we can't, and Inter have got Milano, so no matter what, we can't drop out of the top 5 because of those teams having to play each other, but we can drop to 6th. Right, let's crack on. Following game then. Everyone playing on this Sunday, I believe. And we've got Sassuolo at home as we aim to make amends. If we win, we could go top. If Milan fail to match our result away against Atalanta in Bergamo, Cagliari face Inter, interestingly enough, a battle between 3rd and 4th. Juve away at Napoli, and Roma, to be fair, have a banker there at home to Spezia. A win will send us top if Milan fail to match our result in Bergamo. Lifeline handed to us on the back of that slip-up. Let's not bottle this one. Not often you get handed lifelines this late into a season when you're chasing a title, but we certainly have there. So, time to answer the call this time. Sassuolo at home. Should be a bit of an easier game, at least I theoretically think so. But I didn't really get going in that last game. I was just too slow, far too slow. That needs to change here. Profundi, out wide, golden chance early. Colombo's at the far post, we can chip it to him. That should be 1. And oh, what a save! Oh! Alex McCarthy has just pulled off a worldie. Point blank range, claws it out, David Seaman on Pesky Solido style. But it's only a matter of time before I take the lead here, because I am not slipping up 2 games in a row. This time take it yourself, Simone. He ain't going to pull off 2 worldies in a row. He ain't got that kind of riz. Como out by a goal. Simone with the opener. Really sums up how poor I was against Fiorentina. I've already had more chances in 15 minutes of this game than I did in the entirety of our last one. I was really poor there against Fiorentina, but tonight I've been a lot more aggressive and we're getting a reward for it, and this should be 2, and it's a last ditch tackle to make sure it's not. Sassuolo should be 3-0 down by now. Instead they're only 1 down. If I don't go on to win this game, I'll only have myself to blame. And I'll say this, if I don't go on to win this title, I'll also only have myself to blame. Missing chances, you can't do that at this stage of the season. Throw, Como, last chance of the half. And Spinazzola is going to ask for that ball by that near post to flick it back to Pat. There we go. Oh, and he just didn't get enough weight behind it. It worked the way I wanted it to, but Pat kind of sat a bit awkwardly there for the captain. Could get something on it, but not enough power. Still, we won ourselves a late corner and a chance to score the final attack of the half, and we almost did as McCarthy, if not for him, would have seen Sassuolo being down by a lot more than 1. We lead, but it's a little bit tense. We're in control, but until we get a second, the 3 points aren't in the bag. 10 minutes into the second half, still leading by 1. So we have been mostly in control. Sassuolo started the second half off at a bit of a higher tempo, and they're coming forward a little bit more as they look for a leveller in a game where blimey, that is nerve-wracking. Where I have been for the most part in control, but I always say this, when I'm leading by 1, I never feel comfortable, regardless of the pattern of play, the quality of our team compared to the opposition, the location of the game does not matter. When it's just a 1-goal lead, all it takes is a lucky deflection, a wonder goal or a mistake, and that lead is gone just like that. Sassuolo looking for that leveller, and they might go get it. Raspadori couldn't control. Lucas does well. And it's only half dealt with. The nerves are starting to settle here in Lake Como. Free kick. Sassuolo. Whipped in by Bonaventura. Caprile stays on his line. Romeo did enough. And oh, who's gone down? Oh! Flag stayed down. As Raspadori hits the post. Romeo goes down. And I think that'll be his season done there as well. That to me looks as though it'll be a 2-month or at the bare minimum 4-week injury. Maybe by the time he got up there it could just be a 5-day one. But that might well be his season done after this. Raspadori hits the woodwork. Sassuolo going for the leveller. And we're really hanging on in there. And Caprile bails me out. Well, it certainly wasn't the most convincing of wins. It would have been how we converted more than one in the second half. But in the end, after easing off the pressure, we almost paid for it. Sassuolo, thankfully, couldn't find their leveller. And Champions League football is now guaranteed. The question is, who have we gone top? The CL will be coming to Lake Como from next season. But will the Serie A be here? And will we have the chance to win it on matchday 38? So if Milano won, they'll be top on the final game with a point to spare. But if they fail to match our result tonight, we will be 1 win away from the title. Well, the Champions League is now confirmed, I believe. I don't think we can get caught from here. No, it's confirmed now. We're 5 clear of Inter, who lost to Cagliari. So it's over now. We've guaranteed Champions League football. I thought that was true. I knew I got my maths right there. Because Cagliari and Inter were playing each other, there was no way for us to not be a top 4 team. How we won just one of our final 2, I think. Yeah, because even if Inter and Cagliari would have drawn it, no, it would have been enough. So yeah, I knew we were going to get the top 4, but it'll all come down to this then. It'll all come down to this. We're at home to Atalanta on the final game, where 4 teams can win the championship. Roma, you'd say away, are taking on Lazio in their home, but the visiting team, if you will. They're the rank outsiders in 4th, but they need to win and for everyone else to lose. So they're the rank outsiders. Then you've got Cagliari in 3rd place. They're away in Turin against Juventus, aiming to guarantee a Europa League spot. And only a win will do there. And Milano are also away, but in their stadium, against Inter Milan. In 5th themselves, or a win for them will lift them into the top 4. So there's so much to play for the teams around us right now. The question is, can Inter Milano do us a favour and beat their historic rivals Milano at the San Siro? If they do, and we win, we are champions. If we win, Milan must match our result, and we're champions. Even Cagliari could be champions though if they go to Turin and win, and us and Milan both fail to win ourselves. What a crazy final day. 4 teams going for the title. Who is going to win it? Can Como pull off the miracle, or will the Cinderella story strike midnight? It's the final game. It's Atalanta at home. Come on, Forza Como. It's been a bit of a Leicester City-esque season, going all the way in our 2nd year in the top flight. But unlike the Foxes that year, we haven't wrapped it up with years to go. Instead, we're the underdogs heading into the final game of the season. Whatever happens, it's been a great season, you know, no matter what. We've got top 4, and that was a dream at the start of the season, which is definitely doable. You know, we're a 4-star team now, but it was still an outside shot. I thought Europa League. Oh, what a save! No goal update in the top right there. So I thought we were going to see Inter go in front, and I thought it was going to be the perfect time, and we're going front too. Great save, keeps it 0-0, but decent start. Decent start. No. Don't. Yes, bam, well done. Oh, you're joking! You are absolutely joking. Has Lucas Collar's massive dong just deflected that ball into the bottom corner? It's his own goal. It first hit Bamba and then ricochet pinball deflected off of our Swiss Academy graduate. But did that hit his... I'm sure that hit the nether region. Right in the crown jewels. I could see it there. Right in the crown jewels. It deflects off Bamba. Oh no, it doesn't. It's off the knee. It's off the knee. Unless Lucas has Unless he's dressing to the left and he's got a massive member. That's the knee it's hit there. And it's the reaction. Oh, look at him. Mate, stop joking. Stop messing around. It's not the size of a baguette, mate, because if it is, I can see why you're in pain if you dress to the left. But otherwise, stop your thigh, mate. Come on. But seriously, what a deflection. Look, you can't account for bad luck. When those sort of things happen, you just got to throw your hands up and say fair play. That's just nothing I can do about that. Nothing I can do about that. Just deliver on the pitch and find that leveller. Profundi. Catrone. 1-on-1. Offside. Como. Profundi. Take. Looking for Pat. Up in the air. We'll get another go here. As the captain's crowded out. Oh, ball. Oh, no. Lovely little ball inside by the Scandinavian. And Dragovic just doesn't make connection. Haven't really had the luck in this first half, have I? It's alright though. 11 minutes to go. No, 9 minutes to go. And as things stand, we're still in it. We're still only a goal down. He's going to do it for the half. And Atalanta will hold on to a 1-goal lead. In fact, it could get 2 right before the break here, if I'm not careful. Boadu's Rob Martinelli. Oh, it's a beauty. It's a sucker punch. It's perhaps the knockout blow. Didn't release the ball quickly enough with Martinelli. Boadu flew into the challenge, fairly wins it back with the outside of the right boot. Beats Caprile at full stretch. Como, who may have been able to win the title on the final day, and now 45 minutes away from a result that will guarantee we will not lift the silverware. In a weird way, I'm hoping AC Milan are winning that derby, because otherwise I'm going to feel sick. Moment of truth, fingers crossed. And it's 0-0. Cagliari are winning. Are Cagliari going to be champions? I think Cagliari are going to be champions at this rate. They definitely will be if Inter win. Well, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened, but not that many stranger things. We need 3 goals in the second half to win, and Inter to hold AC Milano to a goalless draw. Otherwise, we've bottled the title on the final day. But to be fair, so have Milano. They would have bottled it, but not to us, but to Cagliari, I think. Goal. Right from kickoff. One of the 3 needed falls. Salne's just like ghosted in behind there and got the hockey assist for Cutrone, who swept it across, and Atalanta going to ball straight away. Oh, and a Scott Sterling just couldn't get it through. But this is better. This is better. Play on, big ref. Play on. Colombo. Oh, what a save. Okay. Now, where was this in the first half? Still down by 1, still needing 2. Profundi. Headed away. Man on the edge, it's Lucas Collar. Aiming to make amends. Fires it way off target, but better from Como. 25 minutes. We need at least one more. At least one more. But, oh. Inter lead AC Milan. Oh, no, wait, Koulibaly's leveled it for them. Oh, okay, alright. No. Oh, no. I didn't press a button. I did not press circle. I just clattered in, trying to pass it away. Mikel Oyarzabal can all but give AC Milan the Serie A and end Como's thin hopes. It's the Spaniard who sends Caprile the wrong way. 2 losses in 3. And I've bottled the title. It's over now. Dragovic, Cutrone, Buffon must finish, puts it wide, and it tells the full story. In the closing stages, I have not held my nerve. Well, we'll play to the final whistle, and you know the fans will applaud us off no matter what, because it's been a great season. We've guaranteed Champions League football, but it's just the manner of which it's ended. Do you know what I mean? There's no problem losing, there's no problem failing, there's no problem coming up short. It's the manner it's happened, and that's why it's so frustrating. How we finished in third and, you know, won 2 of our last 3 to secure it. It'll feel different, but instead we lost 2 of our 3 to lose the title, and that's why it hurts, man. That's why it hurts, because theoretically we probably only need to win 1. We'll see the result to know if that's the case. We probably only need to win once against Fiorentina or Atalanta. Instead, we lose both. We'll see who's champions, but I've got a sneaky suspicion that Cagliari have just pulled off the greatest underdog story in the Serie A in many decades. I want to see whether they've done it. I think they've done it. They'll finish level on points with Milano, but I think they've done it. I think Cagliari have won it. No, it was Milano. It was Milano. So they must have had a slightly better head-to-head record, or if it wasn't that, then definitely the goal. Oh, to be fair, they had a better goal difference. So that's, well, if it wasn't head-to-head, then it was the goal difference. So either way, Milano, despite the draw, hold on. Cagliari, what a Cinderella story for them and us this season. But we both come up short right at the end. Roma will join us 2 and Milano in the Champions League. Inter 5th, Fiorentina 6th, Juve 7th. I can't believe I bottled that. All I needed was 1 win against Fiorentina or Atalanta, and the 2 of the 3, and that would have been enough. We could have had another loss in those 3. Wouldn't have mattered. We just needed 1 more. Should have been Fiorentina, really. And I definitely should have got at least a point on the final day. That would have mattered, I know. But even so, that's pathetic from me. That's one of the worst bottle jobs I've ever done. That was poor. Player stats, Vlahovic, Golden Boot winner this year. We had Cutrone and Colombo both finishing up with 18 this season. They were an amazing partnership, contributing to 36 of our league goals just between the pair of them. Absolutely brilliant this year. And as for top assist maker, I often say this, like, you know, practically you've always got the top assist maker in your team, and it's normally your striker as well, interestingly enough. But it was indeed Pat, with Colombo and Profundi right behind as well. Spinazzola also made the list as well, which is nice to see. And as for clean sheets, Caprile did win the Golden Globe with 15, which begs the question, why is he no longer growing? You know, I've mentioned this so many times, but growth in FIFA CM, it just, at times it makes no sense. He is a 23-year-old goalkeeper who's just set the record for clean sheets this season with 15 and 38, winning the Golden Glove, and yet helping us to a top 4 finish, and he's stuck now at 70 overall. Why? Why? 90 million in prize money, and I think the board won't give us it all for next season, despite the fact we'll be in the Champions League, but that's okay, as long as we get that new stadium, alright? But as for the Serie B, Genoa and Empoli up automatically, and the playoffs will be competed by Lecce, Parma, Venezia, Cremonese, Pisa, and Palermo as well. I'll let you know who goes up with Genoa and Empoli for next season. And the cup, in the end, after we reached the final 4, only to come up short to Lazio, was won by the side that knocked us out. I'd always say there's no shame in getting knocked out by the team that goes on to win it, and there definitely is none for us as well. Lazio, winners of the Coppa Italia. And as for the Champions League, which will be going into next season, well, that was very interesting indeed. Arsenal and Newcastle met each other in an all-English Champions League quarter-final. The Gunners made it through them, and Villarreal, who knocked out Manchester City, but did come up short to Real Madrid. So once again, Arsenal reaching a CL final, but coming up short to a Spanish side. Where have I seen that before? Right then, that will do it for the season finale, where Como do qualify for the Champions League. Thank God we wrapped that one up on the back of the win against Sassuolo, but it is a bitter pill to swallow. Whilst it's hard to describe this season because it technically was a fantastic success. Final 4 of the Cup, getting to this Coppa Italia semi-finals, and a top 4 finish. If you would have given that to me at the start of the season, I would have bit your hand off. There is a bitter aftertaste to it, knowing we're only 1 win away from being Serie A champions as well, and I should have had it there against either Fiorentina or Atalanta. In the end, I couldn't do so. But you know what? Yes, I bottled it. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to downplay it. That was a bottle job, but the main thing is that we're going into Europe for next season. That was my target. That was my goal, and we've got it in the form of the grand prize, the grand competition, the grand old Champions League. So, yep. Going to put those 2 defeats to the back of my mind as quickly as I can, though Lord knows I'll probably mull on over it for most of the rest of the Sunday night. But that'll do it, guys. I'll run you through the team for this season, the attributes and the stat increases if you want to take a full detailed look at my players this season. I must say I was really happy with a few of the growth, a few of the players' growth this season, including Romeo coming in, still developing into a CM, but regardless, still going up by 3 ratings. Bamba now is 80 overall. Dragovic, great debut year for Boris, going up by 4 ratings to 81 overall at just 18 years old. He looks really impressive. Pafundi also grew 4 ratings, 11 assists this season, joint second in assists in the league, going up to 77 overall as well. He's developing really nicely too. And I have to say, for my big money signing this year, the question was, would I get the return on investment? I think it's safe to say I definitely did. Lorenzo Colombo with 22 goals and 11 assists in all competitions, 18 and 34 in the Serie A, and also up 4 to 82 overall as well. What a signing he was for me this season, and some of the goals he scored, absolutely glorious. But that will do it for the season finale, guys. So big thank you for watching. It might end in tears, but wipe them away. Como going into the Champions League, and with the money we've got in prize money for reaching the final for the Coppa Italia, a top 4 finish in the Serie A, and back-to-back strong league finishes in a row in the Serie A, I think it's safe to say with the money we've got, I know the ball won't give it to us all in transfers, but hopefully they will upgrade our stadium and perhaps build us a new one heading in to the new year to make it Champions League ready. Yeah. Have a great day, guys. Much love, and I'll see you at the start of a brand new season with Como, Season 4 in the Champions League very soon.